Hello and welcome to Wisdom Trek. This is Guthrie Chamberlain. I am your guide to wisdom and to creating a living legacy. This is day 6 of our trek as we continue to investigate the tools needed for a successful wisdom trek. Today we are recording our podcast from our studios at Home 2 in Charlotte, North Carolina. Springtime in the Carolinas are nice and it's great to be able to get outside some. In late May, Paula and I spent a beautiful day at the Biltmore Estate in Nashville, North Carolina. If you're ever in that area, it's well worth it to take the time to spend a day or two there. Each day, as is applicable, I will share some stories of our personal life and experiences that we have as we trek together. If you're interested in getting to know us even better and have not done so already, please check out our website at wisdom-trek.com/about-wisdom-trek. Today, we continue to consider what tools or equipment we need in order to learn or gain wisdom and enjoy our wisdom trek. On day 2 of our trek, I challenge you to visualize your life as a wheel or a bicycle tire, with love being the hub of that wheel and the remaining tools or attributes being the spokes stemming from a perfectly round hub. So far, we've inserted the spokes of joy, peace, and patience. I also used a second analogy of love being our backpack on our trek, and each of these attributes as tools that we need for our success. Whichever one of these you can visualize the best, please use, and I encourage you to work on strengthening these attributes in your life. I've provided tools to assist in these areas which can be found on the journal for each of the days or on our free resources page at wisdom-trek.com/resources. If you've not taken time to listen to the previous episodes, I would encourage you to do so. During the first 2 weeks of our podcast, the nuggets of wisdom that we will consume will build on each other as we lay the foundation of living an abundant life while creating a living legacy. The remaining spokes in our wheels, or tools in our backpack, are kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. These attributes are referred to in the Bible as the fruit of the Spirit, and as we cultivate this fruit, it will grow in our lives as we build the foundation to create a legacy of wisdom, to seek out discernment and insight, to boldly grow where few have chosen to grow before. In doing so, we will establish the framework in our lives that will truly allow us to live long and prosper. Looking at a farming analogy, a healthy and abundant harvest of any kind is dependent on the proper nourishment. In the same manner, if we expect positive results and habits in our lives, then we must cultivate our lives physically, emotionally, educationally, and spiritually. Only then can we expect our lives to produce an abundance of good habits and traits. I encourage you to take the 9 tools self-assessment to see which attributes in your life need a little bit more nourishment or in cultivating without ignoring the existing strong points. So today we'll look at the attribute of kindness. As we consider kindness, it can be one of the most powerful and life-changing attributes or tools that we possess. To be kind to another person does not cost us anything. It should be easy for us, and it can change the world for others. We never know what another person may be going through, and an act of kindness can quite literally be a matter of victory or defeat, or even life and death. You might think of it this way: be kind, for everyone we meet is fighting a battle that we know nothing about. Kindness may be harder for some people who through genetics or environment have not learned to practice kindness, but kindness can become its own motive. We are made kind by practicing acts of kindness. Everyone has a capacity to be kind to everyone that they meet. As we learn and grow in wisdom, we realize that the lack of kindness is really a sign of being selfish or an unwise person. Just as the lack of any of these attributes is a sign of selfishness, at least to a certain degree. Kindness is something that we have to consciously put on, just as if we were putting on clothing or a necklace. Even more than that, it needs to permeate who we are so that it cannot be removed from ourselves. This is so important that in Proverbs 3, verses 3 through 4, put it this way: never let loyalty or kindness leave you. Tie them around your neck as a reminder. Write them deep within your heart. Then you will find favor with both God and people, and you will earn a good reputation. As we learn to become kind to others, we should not do so in order to gain favor with God and others, but that is a byproduct or benefit of life lived practicing kindness. When others view you, do they think, now that is a kind person? As we seek to become wiser and create a living legacy, kindness should radiate from our lives, an attribute that is part of everything that we do. I know sometimes we just don't feel like being kind. I certainly understand that. I have times like that also. But it is not an excuse that we can afford to live with. Kindness is tenderness. Kindness is the expression of our love for others. I like to say that kindness puts the hiking boots on love. Instead of just verbally expressing love, Kindness shows another person that we do love them and care for them and that we're willing to take action. Even if you work or associate with others that are hard to be kind to, and I know full well there are those in this world that are like that, but just think about it this way. Kindness is the noblest of weapons to conquer with. Kindness is the oil that takes the friction out of life. Kindness is one of the most powerful tools that we have in our backpack. It is the most crucial spoke in our wheel. Or it might be said it is better to melt people with kindness than to hammer them against their will. You might think or say that I don't have many opportunities to show kindness on a large scale, but that is never true. Remember, there's no such thing as a small act of kindness. Every act of kindness creates a ripple with no logical end. A small act of kindness will not only impact one person's world, but indeed the entire world. Kindness is a multiplier. The more times it is passed on to others, the greater it grows. So treat every person with kindness and respect. Remember that you show compassion to others not because of who they are, but because of who you are. As a practical tip from Og Mandino suggests, beginning today, treat everyone you meet as if they were going to be dead by midnight. Extend to them all the care of kindness and understanding that you can muster, and do it with no thought of any reward. Your life will never be the same again. In my faith walk, I look at the source of me being a kind person, and it stems from God, as is quoted in Psalms 145:7. The Lord is righteous in everything he does. He is filled with kindness. And also in Ephesians chapter 1, verses 7 and 8, God is so rich in kindness and grace that he purchased our freedom with the blood of his Son and forgave our sins. He has showered his kindness on us, along with all wisdom and understanding. So along with kindness, God also showers us with wisdom and understanding. They are all integrated together and cannot be separated. Wherever there is a person, there is an opportunity for kindness. To gain kindness is to gain wisdom. As with the other tools in our backpacks or spokes in our wheel, let us not forget to be kind to ourselves. I see so many people that don't treat themselves with kindness, so there is little hope that they'll be able to treat others with kindness. I realize there are times that we need to get away, to recharge and relax so that we have the capacity to pour ourselves into the lives of others. And let's not forget this important factor. As we continue on our trek, we need to take time to look around at the beauty of the creation and smell the flowers along the way. In order to leave each day's trek a little better than we found it, let us remember to plant the seeds of kindness wherever we go. All the flowers of all the tomorrows are in the seeds of today. So trek one day at a time, for today is all that we have. Well, that'll finish our podcast for today. Tomorrow we will inspect the tool or the attribute of goodness and how it can radically change the lives of everyone that we meet. So please check into camp tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. I encourage you to leave a discussion topic, comment, suggestion, or question in the comment form on wisdom-trek.com/day6 or email me at guthrie@venturecg.com. And if you haven't done so already, please take time to subscribe to Wisdom-Trek so it'll be available to you every day automatically. And please leave us a rating for each episode and spread the word to everyone you meet to join us on our Wisdom Trek. Check out wisdom-trek.com for our daily journal and free resources. And as we trek together, let us always remember to live abundantly or fully, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy the journey, and create a great day. See you tomorrow.